In the 1980s, New York City converted 16 square blocks of its Brownsville neighborhood into over 1,000 affordable homes. This development, called the Nehemiah Homes, was an opportunity for stable, cost-manageable housing for families. In 2018, researchers observed the benefits these homes provided across generations. They found that kids from the Nehemiah Homes are better off financially than their parents were 30 years ago, while kids from just across the street make about the same as their parents did. Today, the Nehemiah Homes represent how the opportunity for home ownership helps families build generational wealth.
What we realized is that we had, at the time, 7,000 homes in Georgia, Habitat homes in Georgia, and nobody had done any studies on their outcomes yet. So we initiated a study.
In 2017, Athens Area Habitat prompted Habitat Georgia to do a study. And in that study, the findings were astounding and very encouraging. 90% of all Habitat homeowners in Georgia indicated that their children did much better in school once they lived in a Habitat home.
The study definitely was an instant inspiration to try to build a neighborhood within this attendance zone of a low-performing school district, and which turned into Micah's Creek. So Micah's Creek will be a Habitat neighborhood, what we call culturally blended, which has 3 different house sizes, different lot sizes, for different people in different stages of their life.
It is a home ownership project for those living in inner East Athens who've not had the privilege or the opportunity for home ownership. And so we are building 37 houses for families in hopes that these folks who live in inner East Athens, and that's our target, can achieve home ownership. And when folks pay their 30-year mortgage, at the end of that, they will own the house and the dirt, thus becoming the foundational building block for generational wealth.
If you're a child and you've already switched 2 schools because you knew you had to move apartments in the middle of the school year, that's always going to be hanging over your head while you're in school the next year. Home ownership makes a difference in people's lives. What we hope to show is to keep piling that evidence together to show that our school systems are going to be improved if we focus on housing for our school children. We had our example of the statewide Habitat study, then we had the Nehemiah Homes study, and then we'll have this Micah's Creek study. The idea is to really get the scientific data to show that these outcomes are real. So that is one thing that we try to do, is create new projects with new ideas that can be easily replicated by other communities. We have an incredible opportunity to use data to make policy decisions within our communities around the state in order to help our families and our children be prosperous.
We've got lots of ideas and lots of work ahead of us. We realize that everybody has to work together for us to address the housing crisis in our community.
This is just a little project. It's only 60-something homes. You know, it sounds big, but it's really not on a grand scale of things. But in partnering with the businesses, the individual donors, the Restore donors, and other organizations that have stepped up to help, you know, we're really going to make a difference.
So folks can contact us directly by email or by phone. Details are found on our website, athenshabitat.com. There's a dedicated page for Micah's Creek and Lydia's second home. Lots of details there, some video that is there also.
A very small investment into a community like Micah's Creek will have giant outcomes in the future.